Well,
I tend
hello. Yeah, hello, folks. We are back in it with another session of our Out of the Abyss. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. You can say hey.
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 hello.
No. I
Fair.
refuse.
You can say whatever you want. There's no rules here except for in the game, and, well, in the game is where we're going to be here in a second. So before we get there, though, let's talk about what happened last time to get us to this place where we're at. So last time, as you guys prepared for the worst, Dusk placed the ruby in the slot of the menhir. It glowed brightly as the earth around began to quake. Part of a nearby wall started to break off towards you all, turning into a monstrous elemental creature of the earth itself. Fending off against one elemental wasn't so bad, but then the ground started to shift as spikes quickly grew from it, endangering any movement in the area. You progressed another elemental, and smaller methods related to the earth arrived to join the fight, both magma and dust themed. Also, a couple of boulder-like creatures grew up from around the ground in protective stance around the menhir, seemingly not joining the fray on either side. But as you defeated the second large elemental and the Mephits, two more ferocious earthen creatures appeared with giant maul hammer things. Big hammers. Things started to look dire as they unleashed their assault. But wait, there was more. A great behemoth of rock, stone, and crystal erupted from the ceiling. This one, more formidable than most, and the ground kept getting more and more covered in these harsh spikes. Not an easy task. Everything started to slide downhill for you as the battle, people started to get knocked out for moments. Weller cleared a path to get to the large elemental and even unleashed a water elemental that he had been holding on to, which did end up killing one of the maul elementals, as both of those have been shattered. But you guys are still in this shit, still quaking around. One guy's unconscious at the moment on the spikes, and that's where we're going to pick up at the top of the round. And at the top of the round, as a little bit of that stone from the last elemental that dropped, the stone elemental that dropped, shifts and twists, and the area around the menhir kind of grows stagnant for a moment as a third boulder-like creature appears, as there's this low rumble, as if someone was like undulating this low tone, not quite shaking, but almost attempting to smooth things out. And as it does, you're each hit with this kind of shockwave, as you can't help but notice each of your skin, each of you's skin, all your skin starts to turn to stone yourself, as you all have been enhanced in this moment with stone skin. The spell. You all have damage reduction to any bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage in this moment. But that's where we're going to pick up, as it seemingly this wave coming out of the menhir is one of protection. Rincewind, you are up first. I'm back in the shit.
Let's see. What have I got going on? Let's see. I am flat out of spell slots. Man. I guess Weller's up. I'm not concentrating on anything, I don't think.
Nope.
I guess I am going to charge in. And
I don't want to interrupt, but before I forget, because I have a note that I totally forgot about, I do want to grant Weller heroic inspiration for being creative with the bulldozing around. And I want to give it to Dusk as well for being kind of creative with his movement last session. Before I forget. Sorry. Rincewind, as you were. I'm so sorry. But I do want to, before I forget, give the inspiration, because you guys deserve it.
We'll let you interrupt for that. It's fine.
okay. I can't get around Dusk without taking a ton of damage. I can't jump far enough to get into the cleared path. I can't bring fungi up. I don't have any spell slots. I can't get to him to pick him up.
You do have one thing.
I do have... it doesn't bring him back, though.
You have another action you can use with that.
Oh, I don't remember if you guys remember to put something in inventory.
Oh,
you have a new. There's a new channel divinity called Divine Spark. It's a mini heal.
I love that they buried it under. Okay. Okay, let's use Divine Spark.
Okay.
I hold on to my amulet as tight as I can. And then I turn it towards Fungi, and I close my eyes and squint them really tight, like I'm trying to think deep, and I fire out a little spark of energy that kind of flutters over, kisses Fungi right on the mushroom top.
Okay.
And let's see.
If you scroll past all of your attacks.
Yeah, I'm going back to combat here.
Yeah.
I had to read it in the features though, because. Okay. There you are.
You can also do damage with it. As Fungi, you get 7 hit points.
Oops, I don't know why that rolled again.
Whenever you do the check mark thing, it'll probably roll it.
Oh, yeah, I was just clicking it off because to use it. All right.
And you still have a bonus action.
Then as a bonus action, I will. Let me get a good look at this map. I'm going to. Well, I'm just going to scoot back around here behind Turvy, and end my turn.
That will take us to Dusk. Seeing your skin start to harden like stone yourself, what do you do in Dusk?
Okay. Go ahead and swing out at this big old thing.
Okay. Swing away.
Getting a nat 20.
Getting a nat 20 will absolutely hit.
Oh, I hate to use it, but I'm going to. I'm going to be adding a hand of arm on that.
Okay.
Ignore that, please. I don't know what that was.
It's the Hand of Healing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll ignore it. That's fine. Shoe Dog. For 32 points of radiant and necrotic damage at once as the sunlight stabs into this rock elemental, this kind of crackle of dark areas as you start to really hurt its skin. It is going to use one of its reactions to punch its Earthen Fury to slam into you in response. Or attempt to. Getting a 23 to hit Dusk.
That will hit.
Alright. For a whopping total of 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'll use my reaction to deflect it.
Oh.
That would be 3 plus,
10?
I can't think, 3 plus 12.
12. So you only take, yeah, 2
Two.
points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 1. I do need a strength saving throw, though.
Okay. Oh, no.
With a
I get knocked back.
5, that is, of course, a failure. As you are pushed back 10 feet, you do take... Not quite as much. You take 8 points of damage as you are pushed back
Is that
into
cut
the
in half?
spikes. No, you can cut it in half yourself because you have resistance, so you only take 4.
All right. Then, since I use no movement, I'm going to jump over here,
Okay.
over those spikes, and take another swing at him.
Okay.
Getting a 21.
Yes, the 21 will hit.
Doing 13 points of radiant.
13 more points of radiant damage. Anything else for Dusk?
Then, as a bonus action, I'll go ahead and enact Patient Defense
Okay.
and take the disengage action
Gotcha.
and move down here. That will be all.
All right. That will take us to Fungi. Fungi, as you awaken with this wisp of light around you, you notice your skin is hardened like stone, and you are kind of impaled on a few stones yourself. What are you doing?
My shillelagh and my enlarge mushroom are still in effect.
Yeah, the enlarged lasts forever, and you recast Shillelagh like 2 turns ago, so you are good.
Make sure it didn't go out. I was part of being unconscious.
No, because
alright,
this is
so,
not concentration.
We're just gonna attack with the shillelagh.
All right. Rolling on up, unskewering yourself. 23 will hit.
Wait, why did the 1d? Why did that
1d4
come
minus 2? I don't know.
I apologize for interrupting. I could not have done that hand of harm because in the new rules, it's only through an unarmed strike.
That makes sense.
So that would be, you need to give him 4 points of necrotic back.
Well, actually, I
I'm
rolled
gonna
it twice, so it's going to be 1 plus 7
Oh, you're right.
plus,
8.
plus 4.
Yep.
Is that right?
8.
12 from the hand.
You're right. You're right. And I'm going to give myself back the focus point.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Ignore that.
I hate that it rolls it every time you add it back, but
Yeah.
they're getting there with the sheets. So Fungi.
Okay, so the 1d Well, 4 minus 2. Actually, that gave me a second to figure out because it was part of the add-in. I had a formula left in. I'm on a computer that I was using a few weeks ago when I figured out how to use that. So, but it shouldn't take away the hit if I do the math right. And
Looks like you
I
rolled
still would have hit
four?
yeah, rolled a 4, but then add the 2 back in because that's still part of
So it'd be
the
plus.
formula that I put in
Okay.
before.
So it'll be a 21.
But I don't think it would. Yeah.
Gotcha. That will hit.
All right. So damage for that, plus another D4 for the large state.
Okay. As he'll take 19 points of damage.
And we're just gonna spin that staff around and hit him with the.
Before you do
What?
that,
I don't-
he's going to use his other reaction to slam into fungi in response. Getting a 21 to hit fungi.
That'll hit.
Fungi, you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
That'll knock me back out again.
Reduce in half, it'll take you to 8. As you are
That's the-
thrust back 10 more feet. And fall onto the spikes. Unfortunately, that's it for fungi. Taking us to Chasmus.
We're gonna cast Sorcerer's Burst Thunder on this big guy.
Okay.
So let's see. 25. Oh,
You're on Whisper, but a 25 will definitely hit.
for 7. Why is it still okay?
I don't know why it's on Whisper, but it will take 7 points of thunder damage, which seems to really badly affect it. And it's going to actually use its last reaction to launch a stone. As a stone collapses from the ceiling, it reaches up and just like telekinetically thrusts it towards you, Chasmus. Getting a 14 to hit.
I just hits.
14 hits.
14 just hits.
As Chasmus, you take 24 points of bludgeoning damage. Reduced to 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so I just used the temporary points. So
As your dark armor fades away. Anything else for Chasmus?
Gonna back away just a little bit, and that'll be it.
Alright, that will take us to Turvy.
Turvy will turn to Rincewind and say, "Hey, Rincewind, show me how you do that thing with the arrows. The plink plink isn't working." But he's still gonna end up shooting at the big dude with his hand crossbow.
Okay. 16's gonna be a miss.
And it's like, see? And
It's like clinks off of it.
and he's going to end his turn right there.
Alright. That will take us to the big boy. The big boy is going to, after kind of vengefully assaulting you guys, quickly turns around with its fists and goes towards that water elemental who put a hurting on him last turn. Slamming into the water elemental, getting a 29 to hit. Which does hit the water elemental.
Yes.
As the water elemental takes 23 points of bludgeoning damage. And he is strength save from the water elemental. Water elemental holds its ground as the huge earth elemental will try to slam into it again, getting a natural 1. Missing. Ending its turn. taking us to Weller.
How much damage did you say it was? Just so I can
23.
subtract it. Right. Close that sheet and pull up Weller.
Yeah, don't use the sheet. Just put it on the like token.
Okay.
You're never gonna see the sheet again.
There we go. All right, Weller is going to. Doesn't have a lot of options. I think I'm just going to swing out, try to hurt this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Let's do that. Let's do a good old maul attack.
Nothing to it but to do it. 27 will hit.
Fantastic.
As you swing, dealing 18 points of damage, Steven 212 is gonna do a Curing Mist right here, right now.
Ooh.
As everyone will get your level in hit points, which is 7 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys all get 7 health right here, right now. Thank you, Steven.
Huge.
For
Thank
as
you.
a green mist swaths across the battlefield, dealing 18 points of damage to the big boy. Anything else for Weller?
Yeah, big boy decides he doesn't want to go home yet. Okay.
No, not yet.
All right. Well, I'm gonna swing again at him.
He's getting hurt, but he's still up. 21 will also hit. Hey, for 21 points of damage, too. In response, it is going to swing out and strike you, or attempt to strike you, using one of its reactions. It's Earthen Fury.
Dang,
As
what
it-
reactions this thing got.
Well, it just got him back because its turn just happened. But it got a 16 to hit Weller,
Miss.
which just misses as it skids across your armor. Anything else for Weller?
I think that's all I can do.
That'll take us to the water elemental.
And the water elemental says,
Classic water elemental speech.
It's what they always do. Yeah, so I guess slam, and it's going to do 2 slam attacks. So let's do the first one.
Ooh. An 11's going to be a miss. A 16 is also... Oh, wait. 16's what it got. They both say elemental. Confused myself. An 11's going to miss.
All right. Let's try a second one.
An 18 just misses.
Ah! It doesn't have anything other than moving.
Mm-mm.
It is... I'll tell you what, it is going to move, and
Oh,
it can move through its space, right?
it can.
Due to water form.
It just can't end.
So it is going to come over here and position itself kind of in front of the rest of the group.
Okay.
And that will end our turn.
All right, taking us to Rincewind as you see this large wave of water rush over.
Okay, Rincewind is going to say, you see, Turvy, it's easy. All you gotta do is take a deep breath, and I'm going to use my bonus action to steady aim.
Okay.
And I shoot with my longbow with a little bit of,
Put some zhuzh on it.
yeah, a little zhuzh. Nerds.
It is going to be a miss, unfortunately, as it kind of glistens in the area around. It bounces off of the stony elemental.
Or, never mind. And I'll end my turn.
All right, that will take us to Dusk.
All right. Dusk was amused at this conversation over here, but he's going to pop up here, up here, up here, and take a swing at the big boy.
All right, swinging at the big boy.
Ooh, missing.
It was a miss.
Follow through and swing again. Oh,
Second Sunblade attack is going to be a miss as well. As Dawn's getting a little bit scared.
yeah, Dusk will grumble to himself. And let's not be stupid. He'll patient defense again and move back here.
Okay. Rolling on back. That'll take us to Fungi. Who's just getting back up again. Impaled on some spikes yet again.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce back a little bit off to get away from these spikes.
Okay.
Move up just a little bit. Not the different. I don't.
At the hammer cleared area behind Weller.
range.
Yeah, that's within range.
Okay, that's within range. Oh, okay, great. Okay, let's just go back to trying to whack him again and see if he can avoid hitting me back in the face.
Whack him again. 24 is gonna hit. With your Shaylaylay. 14 points of force damage plus 3. Because he's a little bit bigger than he was before for a total of 17 points of damage. The big earth elemental will use its reaction to try and smash into you. Getting a 16 to hit.
That'll miss.
Luckily, it wasn't the other way around. You still have your turn,
61.
Fungi. Well, it would have been 31.
All right, and we will hit with the other side.
20 also hits.
For an extra
D4.
4. So
10 more points of force damage. As you can see, cracks starting to form on this elemental. He is hurt very, very bad. As you can see bits of lava, bits of crystal and gem underneath its form. Anything else for Fungi?
Nope, he's just gonna say, "We're getting to him. Don't let up."
That will take us to Casmus.
We're going to do another thunderous burst.
All right.
And that's going to miss.
16 is going to be a miss. Staying put.
Nope, he's gonna go right down there. That'll be it.
Okay. As you get closer to the other side of the spikes, that will take us to Turvy.
Turvy will. Well, I don't know, Rincey. It doesn't seem to be working for either one of us, but he's gonna close his eyes this time and kind of take a shot, kind of peeking through.
Also
See,
missing.
I mean, even Zen isn't working. You know what I'm saying? And then he's gonna end his turn.
All right. That will take us to the huge earth elemental as it slams its fist down onto the ground, stomping around. A rippling wave just pulsates around it. I need everyone to give me a strength saving throw.
do you need one from the water
Everyone.
elemental as well?
Everyone. Yeah.
I think I will use my inspiration.
All right. So far, the water elemental is the only one that's passing.
Never mind.
Is that everyone? That is everyone. As the water elemental well, it's immune to the prone part, but it takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage. The rest of you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. But luckily at the moment you are resistant to bludgeoning, so everyone only takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage. But you are also knocked prone.
Fun guy's down again.
This fun guy is knocked back out. And everyone falls on their ass. The Galebdur boulder creatures around also take the damage. That will end the Earth Elemental's turn. Taking us to Weller. Weller and the Water Elemental. Weller, what you doing?
I'm going to stand back up and just keep trying to swing at this thing.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, just because I did mention it at the end of last section, bonus action, know your enemy.
Okay. As you look over this Earth Elemental, it's vulnerable to thunder damage. It's resistant to bludgeon, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. It's also immune to poison. Do you get no conditions too?
You can discern certain strengths and weaknesses. The creature has immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and if the creature has any, you know what they are.
Okay. It's immune to being exhausted, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, and unconscious.
Checks out. I feel like we've tried all of those things. All right. Well, now that we know that for certain, I'm going to swing out.
Okay. Swinging out.
Oh, come on, baby.
$17's going to be a miss.
Swing out again.
You know it's hard as a rock. As another curing mist. Are you allowed to do two at once? Dodreds is also granting a curing mist, as everyone will get 7 more as this green mist covers the battlefield. Thank you, Dodreds.
With the message "survive."
With the message "survive," as everyone
We're
gets
trying our damnedest.
7 hit points again. But yes, a 19 will hit as you swing out, and this kind of mist erupts from the ground, healing everyone. Roll some of that damage. For 17 points of damage. Weller,
Yeah.
what does it look like as you end this giant Earth Elemental's existence?
I would imagine just swinging away at it mercilessly, knocking bits off as extremities and appendages start to fall off of it, just reduce it to rubble.
Okay. As it starts getting, you're just hammering into it as it goes still. Any glowing bits within it dole down as it crumbles, as you're repeatedly pulverizing into it. Anything else for Weller's turn?
No. That will... Well, I'll tell you what. I will move and exit the Fairy Fire arena.
Okay. You are no longer Fairy Fire as the Fairy Fire goes away as well. Alright. As you move away, Weller, this water elemental, chases after you. With no earth elemental around, which was its previous target. When you lost control of it, or when you went unconscious previously, you lost control of it. It is going to surge into you.
It just wants to give me a hug.
That's going to slam into you a couple of times.
No, my son.
Getting a 17 and a 19 to hit.
Yes, and yes.
As you take a whopping 12 and 7 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 6 and 3.
All right. Well, that's not cool.
That'll take us to
I've already used
Rincewind.
my bonus action.
Well,
Seeing this
Jeez, I
water
don't
go
know what
crazy,
kind of
everyone's
water
on the
elemental
ground.
with.
Yeah.
I guess I'll stand up. And then I'll take a shot at the water elemental with my longbow again.
Okay.
Let's see. Longbow.
.23 will hit the water elemental.
Okay. Weller's there, so I should get.
You get the sneak attack, and you get to add a d6 afterwards for the
Right.
true strike. Ooh, 15. And it's all radiant damage as the arrow glistens across.
Whoops, I don't know why that rolled 3.
For 21 points of damage. Absolutely. Anything else for Rincewind as your arrow strikes into like a glistening reflection in the waters?
I'm like, man, what's next? And then I'm going to use my 15 feet to kind of tiptoe my way back through the spikies and start
Okay.
making my way out of here and end my turn.
That will take us to Dusk.
All right. Dusk will spring up. And then he will move here. And he'll swing out at the elemental.
Okay.
Getting a 26
26 will hit.
for 9 points of radiant damage.
Take 9 points of radiant damage as it sizzles against the water.
Swing out again. Getting a 26 again
Ooh, yes.
for 13 points of radiant damage.
It will take 13 points of radiant damage.
Then he's going to once again patient defense.
Okay.
Scoot over here.
Taking us to Fungi.
And he's going to hop over here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. As you see Fungi stirring yet again from that green mist. Red mist? I can't remember what color it is. It's whatever color we want it to be.
Well, Fungi will roll back up onto his feet and by his arm, I'm like, I thought this thing was on our side. And whack at it.
Okay. 12 is going to be a miss.
I whacking at it with the other side of my stick.
All right. 17 hits. It takes 8 points of force damage, plus 1. 9 points of force damage.
And that'll be it for my turn.
All right, that'll take us to Casmus.
Throw to I'll just blast at it.
Okay.
So let's see. I'll just blast the first one. hits.
17 does hit. For 14 points of
14.
damage as it blasts a huge hole into this water elemental.
And the second one
That will
For
also hit.
26.
Yes.
for 7.
7. As the water elemental starts kind of leaking everywhere. Anything else for Casmus?
Let's see, is that a bonus action? No, so that'll be it.
Takes us to Turvy.
If he'll get himself up on the ground and kind of dust off his knees and cock his hand crossbow and go, check it, and he'll shoot at the he'll shoot at the water again.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oof.
Yeah.
As his crossbow bolt just kind of sticks into the rock right in front of him.
Like, God damn it! And then he's gonna step back. And he's like, I just don't know what it is, Rincewind. It's just like everything I'm trying lately. If it's not big and solid or if it's watery, I miss. And then he's gonna end his turn.
That'll take us to Weller.
Bonus action, dismiss water elemental, but I'm assuming I don't have control over it anymore, so
You
it's
don't
not gonna
have
listen to me
control
dismiss it.
over it. As you try to
All right.
dismiss it. Well, your gem's gone. You lost control.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to strike out at it.
All right.
Try to kill my own creation.
27 will hit. As your maul smashes down into a large splash as the water elemental is no more.
This is gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you.
And
It is
splash-
the literal definition of I brought you into this world, I can take you out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
As it splashes through the spikes in here. You feel this odd vibration through the ground around all of you and everything as it's just reverberating in here, echoing, bouncing off, like you can almost see the sound waves as the large men here. You can swear for a moment you see two eyes blink as a mouth almost smiles. And as it does, the ground, just this kind of shink noise as all of the spikes and everything in this place gets smoothed out immediately, as it was when you first entered this chamber. The
I
ruby
did
kind
that
of
earlier.
pops out of its socket.
Is that it? Did we do the thing?
It seems like so.
The three stone creatures kind of all clap in unison and just go to like a bowing defensive stance.
All right. Dusk, you were the expert here. Is there anything else we were supposed to do? Did we try to talk to the little rock guys?
Dusk raises an eyebrow. Expert? I know nothing of magic.
Yeah, you had the ruby. I just figured maybe it imbued some knowledge into you.
No, unfortunately not. Dusk will saunter back over to pick up the ruby, since we did promise to return it.
All right.
But this does feel like a cleansing.
I would say so.
It certainly felt like something.
So, can we get out of here? Got a bit of a headache.
I could sit down for a little bit.
Yeah, I was about to say a little
I'm
rest
not
shouldn't
moving
hurt.
around like I used to.
Hmm. I warn caution, though. There's another threat down here, and this certainly would draw attention.
Well, we gotta rest. It's either
Agreed.
here or we backtrack and find another place and end up catching that under threat.
I'm just warning caution. That's all.
Well, circle the wagons and tread carefully, since most of this floor was spiky just moments ago.
For a breather before we head back, though, in case we do run into anything.
Yeah, I think probably everybody needs it.
Dusk will climb up to the top of the structure where he can kind of clearly see around as best he can, so he can keep an eye out.
Okay.
Weller's gonna come back kind of over here where he was.
You can
in
almost
a little
feel
bit.
the structure breathing. 'Cause you're not so sure it's a structure, but a creature.
Go up and sit against it as he takes a load off.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys take a little rest here, before the hour's up, both Fungi and Weller do shrink down. Is there anything you'd like to do or anything you'd like to talk about? Or anything at all during this little short rest? Or are you just kind of exhausted in the moment?
I think we're probably really exhausted.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that feels on brand.
Okay.
I could start telling a bunch of back in my days stories.
That's right. Rincewind got aged up a little bit.
He's old as shit.
Yeah, we might want to make back to Blingden Stone post haste for that reason.
You're still in Blingdenstone.
But you know
Technically.
what I mean. Back to the
Civilized world.
core of the city.
But you guys do complete a short rest. Easily done, as this place seems a lot more serene. Those three Galebdur, the boulder creatures, would kind of occasionally glance around and then just go to like a sitting pose, as they look just like boulders.
Yeah, my sheet froze.
We'll do it better. How are you leaving? Where are you leaving out of? You did enter in through the southwestern chamber or passageway that leads a bit upwards. You would notice the northern passage is collapsed, and the southeastern passage is an area you don't know.
Do you still have the map? with the tunnel system.
We got it somewhere.
I would
Yeah.
say that we retrace our steps, but I also don't know if we want to try to navigate that drow room again.
Here's your map. And you guys are
Better than what I
here.
remembered.
There, you guys are at the green area. And your entrance to this place was that blue area. I'll make it red so it's easier to see. That makes sense.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is how recovered does Fun Guy look? I mean, it was only a short rest, and
I'm about 33%. I'm a little beat up, but I've been worse.
all right. Dusk will go up to him, and twice he will apply pressure points, and he'll heal him.
On a scale of 1 to whatever your hit points are, how are you feeling?
So that would be 6 plus 8, 14 hit points.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. All right.
Thank you,
So
sir.
everyone's feeling like moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Go back the way we came.
Yeah, I suppose that's the wisest course.
Looking at the map, that pathway looks like
Okay.
it should connect to that pathway in theory, but we don't know if there's a cavern or something in the middle. A room with a Medusa. Who knows? But it
Sure.
would be a little bit shorter of a way back to the way we came in.
Yeah, probably. Depends if we take the safe route or the fast route.
Well, the safe route may not be that safe. Remember, we have that room with the drow statues that we artfully navigated once.
True. Probably safer to take the fast route then.
We
Not
can
take
at
our
least,
chances.
yeah, we can at least scout it out and see if it connects the way that we think it does.
Agreed.
All right, let's go.
How are you traveling?
Cautiously, and in what order?
Yeah. Line
Like
yourself up
the-
against your exit.
How did we come in here? Dusk, were you in the front because you had Dawn, or...
I can do that again.
All right, I'll be close to you. I can see relatively well.
Rincey, you were what, middle of the pack or back of the pack?
I was last.
Okay.
Oh.
Turd.
Right in the middle.
So, yep, I'll go kind of middle.
Line yourselves up over here so it'll be easier to visualize.
Where's over here?
At the exit that you guys were taking.
Oh, where I just... Okay.
Over here. Okay.
Should we say goodbye to the little rock guys, or just leave them in peace, or...
Let's just leave them in peace. They haven't attacked us or anything. They haven't said anything to us.
Weller will
obviously.
just kind of... Weller will just kind of do a bow and like a tip of a hat to him.
One of them almost seems like it wants to respond, but doesn't really. Like you almost get the attention of one of them. They're in rock form. You might see like an eye kind of pop open.
All right, lead the way, Dusk.
Well, wait. Should we speak with them?
I mean, what do we have to lose? They haven't attacked us. They seem like they were interested in whatever that object creature is. And we did get the whole stone skin thing that I kind of feel like was their doing or the entity's doing. We got the stone speaker crystal, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are
Well,
stones.
They look like they're stone.
All right. I guess let's go see what they. If we can speak to them without it, and if not, I'll use it. Before we go.
Okay.
All right. What do you say if you walk up to it?
Thank you for aiding us in that horrible fight.
What language are you speaking?
Common.
You might get like a little eyelid kind of like form as it looks like it's about to look, but then it shuts.
Seems like it's understanding somehow.
Or
Well,
simply
kinda.
acknowledging the sound.
I mean, I didn't say anything to it when I bowed and tipped my hat, and it looked like it had some sort of reaction. I think they're sentient to a degree. Casmus, I say you're up, buddy.
All right. Why can I use the crystal to try to speak to it?
In what way?
Just use the crystal and talk normally. Tell it the same thing that Dusk said.
In what way are you using the crystal is what I'm saying. Like, description.
You know, he would remove it from the front of the bag and hold it in his hand and try to use some of his magic to make the crystal glow to
As the
Activate
crystal
it.
kind of starts glowing, you would see two eyes nearly pop open. Still kind of like a squinted version. I mean, like, they don't look like they're, like, open all the time, you know? Appear on this boulder. What do you say?
and he'd say the same thing that Dusk said, just thank you for helping us. And to ask them what if there's anything they can do to help them.
It looks up towards you. And kind of starts, you would see its legs kind of start outstretching as it stands back up, reaching about your height. An arm clunks out of its side as... Interesting. As it reaches up and grabs your shoulder. Firmly. But not aggressively. Grabs your shoulder. It almost kind of nods. And then puts its hand on the big Menhir stone behind it. taps it a couple of times. And taps you a couple of times, like with the pat on the shoulder.
Maybe try speak to the big stone.
What do you want me? What do you want me to tell to the big stone?
Ask it if we were successful. Ask it if this place has been cleansed.
All right. And he would say that. He would ask the big men here if the place has been cleansed, if they were successful in their endeavor.
As you try and speak out through the stone, reverberating with this large crystal, the smaller one smiles lightly, crunching of its mouth to curve, and pats you on the shoulder again.
Yeah, I think that's all we're gonna get. Seems like it might be a yes, but I could be wrong.
They seem very friendly, but not much to say.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we don't necessarily need him to say anything. And Weller will. The map that you have drawn for us, have we been keeping track of that? Is that our?
I have no idea. I was trying to be helpful.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering. I would. Weller will just do kind of a crude drawing of what he remembers of that map, and kind of point to where we are, and then point to the exit, and ask Casmus. Ask if it knows a better way or a safer way, or we might as well see if we get any kind of guidance or reaction out of it. It seems grateful, at least.
All right. Do you know any way to get? Gasmus would point to the exit to say a safe way to get to the exit right there.
It shrugs. They don't do maps. It'll point at the ground.
No, I don't think he understands.
All right, well, worth a shot.
All right,
All right,
let's go.
let's make for that passage.
Okay.
Yep.
As you leave this quieted place, in lieu of more ruinous areas on your way out, you come to a area up ahead, easily seen. There's crystals glowing every now and then, that purplish, bluish, white hue. Ruined steps going up to the broken doorways. There's like kind of like little apartments scattered throughout, but clearly broken and left for some time. Seeing braziers kind of start to dot the area in here. Not entirely broken. Not quite as horrible as the area where you guys were previously. But most of the buildings in here seem to be inside the walls, as opposed to built out from it. Up ahead you can notice what looks to be a small tent with a ruined wheelbarrow next to it. Looks to be some sort of altar up ahead with two pillars or columns of stone going up to the ceiling. Spider webs surrounding the entire thing. And beyond that you can notice a small grove. Mushrooms barely lit by more crystals, but it seems to be the fungus are doing well beyond this area. A little patch of sunken water. And the area ahead looks to split left or right as you're going downhill. But up ahead immediately is that kind of camp area. Or not camp, but like that ruined tent. And beyond that would be the spiderweb covered site. You see a statue in the darkness.
Right.
What do you guys do? How do you approach? Do you approach?
I suppose approach the tent area very slowly, looking around for any signs of movement.
Give me a perception check.
Getting a 26.
Yeah, with a 26. As you see that tent there, but you see up ahead, you can't help but think there's a lot of webs.
Mm-hmm.
There is definite movement along those webs.
Aspis gets in a shadow and casts invisibility on himself.
Okay.
Webs seem to suggest spiders.
As there's definite movement within the webs.
I hate spiders.
You can just get around this.
It seems there's like a maybe 15-foot wide path next to this area.
We just try and go.
Do you want to move past quickly or quietly?
Is both an option?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's both.
I would say err on the side of quiet.
Nobody touch nothing.
Yeah.
That's me saying that.
All right.
Walk in the footsteps of those in front of you. Or the paw prints.
All right. As you all try to sneak past this area, need a group stealth check. This Casmus is invisible. You all lose sight of him.
Right, let me do that.
21.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty bad, but you're invisible at least.
Yeah.
At least,
Yeah.
at least there's that. I do need one from. Well, I don't need one from Terry. Fuck it.
I'll go do
Nah, you're good.
Jeremy.
Fuck it,
As
we'll
you
do it
guys
live.
are sneaking by, you can tell there are dozens of monstrous, fiendish-looking spiders in these nets of webbing, all creeping, waiting. Some of them biting at each other. Faint skittering. You could see a couple of massive ones as well. Some the size of dogs, others the size of, well, a couple the size of a horse. As you go past, you can go left or right.
I'm guessing left would connect that path, possibly.
Right, two.
Right could be
Up
quicker.
closer up.
How do y'all feel? Let's go right.
I say right. Yeah.
All right.
Works for me.
I mean, whatever gets us away from the spiders.
Absolutely. As you turn right, you quickly find yourself back in the area of the first kind of encounter area of the drowned passageway.
Mm,
Is that the
where we
one where we
encountered
fought the ghost?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this place. Up there.
Yeah, let's move past quickly in case the ghost is still lurking.
This is a good sign. At least we're not lost. But yeah, let's double time.
Absolutely. You guys start to head northward as you arrive outside of a large stone gate. The area to the north of you collapsed, but that gate, your entrance, your exit, is there.
All right. Thump on the gate and say thunder at dusk.
All right. It takes a moment. In fact, it takes like 10 or 15 minutes as there's this. You can hear the mechanisms moving within as the series of gates open. And you're welcomed back to the sound of light clanging in the distance, well-lit areas of gemstone and plenty of braziers and, torchlight. It's back to that warm and semi-inviting area of Blingdenstone. And the guard lead. Well, I guess the guards would be like, "Oh, you made it all right. Yeah, not dead. Oh, I don't see the one though. Yeah, he was an elf.
Gasmus would dismiss the invisibility as he says that.
Oh, he is alive. He owe me a copper. I knew you'd do it the whole time." As the group of gnomes kind of shut the gate and kind of start welcoming you back to society. That is where we're going to take our little 5-10 minute break. So, stick around, folks. We'll be back here in a few as we are back in Inner Blingdenstone out of the Rock Blight. So we'll be back. Stick around. Alrighty, folks. Welcome back. And last we left off, our troop seemingly completed the task set before them in the large menhir devoted to Kaladar and Smooth Hands. Is it Kaladar? Kaladurin. I was close. Those gnome names, am I right? And started heading back and made it back all the way to the kind of staging area through these couple of tunnels and gates where greeted by the gnomish guards and their cave badgers. The leader of the guard, Sark Axbarrel, and wiped some sweat off his brow. Well, welcome back. Was your excursion substantial?
It was.
Any
We
sign
did
of
not
the...
locate.
Oh.
We did not locate the Medusa.
She's a sneaky one. We send
If we were
people in
to
every now and
decide-
then, but we'll see how it goes.
If we were to decide to return to the area and look for more signs, would we be allowed passage through?
Oh yeah, of course. If you're crazy enough to head in there, I don't see why not.
We're going to follow up with our main task that we were given, and then we may return.
Well, good on you. You all look like shit, I might add, but that's what it does to you. What's up with the yellow guy? It looks like his hair's getting grey. Look like he's seen a ghost, friend.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Oh, I just thought that was rumors. Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
true. Me too.
Got anybody in Blingenstone that might be able to fix them?
Yeah, probably the priests. Well, I mean, I know that at the Glyphic Shroomlight probably not the best. The Ruby in the Rough, a bit on the younger side of those, but maybe the other priest over at the no, yeah, at the menus. McGunnick Tapfinger.
Yeah, that's who we need to see anyway.
Yeah, well, you're going to the right place. Although I don't know about during old age, but all right. Yeah, fakes all coins.
It does. Well,
Right.
hopefully, activity should have subsided, at least from the elementals.
Oh yeah. Oh, good. As
Oh, there's at least 3 or 4 less now.
all right. Oh, trying to get the elementals back on our side. Oh, we used to have a whole slew of them helping us out.
Well, it's been wonderful catching up with you. I'm
Yeah,
sure there's
didn't mean to
plenty
stop
left
you.
down there.
No, I mean some of them got all mad and stuff, and you know.
I think those are the ones we came across. They seem very mad.
Yeah. Bet all you'll find down there.
Mad elementals and Medusa, apparently. Oh, and a ghost. It's a lovely place.
The Medusa's the one to watch out for.
We did come across these little, like, rock guys that had eyes but didn't have eyes, and when they tried to smile, they did a weird crunchy thing with their mouth. It was very unnerving. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. The Galders. Yeah.
That's them. That's them. Yeah. What's their deal?
Well, they used to be friendly. A good sign of, you know, the steadfast stone. Is that where
Well, they
you
are
were?
friendly.
All right.
Yeah, they were friendly. They didn't do it.
Yeah, they were friendly. I just didn't know if there was like a history to them or what they were, what their job was.
Well,
We tried to talk to them, and you know, we don't speak rock.
I think it's a sign of Galadir and Smooth Ends being at work. Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
I mean, if they didn't try to attack you, yeah, that sounds great.
No, of all the things down there that tried to attack us and successfully attacked us, they did not. It's a nice change of pace.
All right.
All right, well, I guess they were happy with us.
Well, that sounds like good. You're going to be delivering some good news then to Garnick.
Seems that way, which we should probably be on our way and go handle, but as my friend Dusk here said, if we decide to tackle the Medusa problem, we'll run into you again, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're watching out all the time. Thanks for looking around for us. If you go back in, we'll happily have you, you know?
Sounds good.
Nod to the captain and then say, "Come along, grandfather. Let's go see the priest."
Oh, we're coming. Here I come.
I've got a golden ticket.
Breaks into a dance. Oh, he's healed. He's fine.
Yeah, look at him. He's young
Still
and
old,
spry.
but nah.
Hurry up. It's time for my nap.
Leaving the kind of hearing that resonance of clanging from the south, the steadfast stones, or the speaking stones, are not far away. The circle of stone menhirs, and kind of looking at them now as you approach this cavern, seeing a few people kind of rubbing dirt on them, and they do kind of. It's hard to tell between a boulder and those creatures when they're just sitting still, but you can kind of see it in them. There's about 9 of them in a circle here. But Gurnik Tapfinger, she is rubbing some dirt on one, dusts her hands off, and Hey, you guys made it. Well, everything seems right. I don't know what you did, but you put the gem in, right?
Toss her back the ruby.
Nice. Well, wonderful,
And then-
wonderful jobs.
And then look at her and say, "That place is clean."
Well,
You better be.
Oh my God.
it is. I can tell from here the menhirs around have glistened in the dirt that we've rubbed on them. A good sign for sure. Things are on the right path. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's hope for Blingden Stone. Never doubted it, but many thanks. Would you guys want to sit around for a spell?
I know one of us needs to sit down, and we wish to see if you can help with that.
Yeah, this guy needs to rest his weary bones.
Oh,
Time for my programs.
alright. Yeah, I see something happening to him. Well, no questions asked. But yeah, if you lot want to sit in the circle of the menhirs, we'll see if good old Caladir and Smooth Ends can't smooth things out for you.
I mean, you can ask questions. It happened when we were helping. Like, no questions asked seems like, we did something nefarious to him. Like,
Oh, well, no, I
he
mean...
saw a ghost.
But yeah, I reckon that sounds about right. Because, when you see a ghost, they scare the shit out of you. And I've seen people's hair turn white when their hair was not white before. Get wrinkles immediately. We've had a problem with ghosts, so...
Okay, all right. Just wanted to make sure, because, usually when people say no questions asked, it's like, oh, I know what you all got up to, but no questions asked.
Oh, I just wasn't trying to pry.
Oh, okay.
You lot look like you're a little tired from the excursion, so I just thought I'd...
You should see the other guys. And Weller, laughs deeply.
There's that Ogre Mark's Bane, right? He sent the Earth to attack you, right?
Weller just stares blankly, not understanding.
Yes.
There were
Dusk
big
looked,
rocks that punch hard.
Yeah, that's about right. Well, maybe now we can get some elementals under control with that area cleansed. Curious if how the gems are up to. The crystal area in the rock blight. You know, up on the overlook. Did you see that?
we saw the overlook, but we did not go there, thinking this task took priority.
Oh, yeah, of course it does. And good on you, because that should make everything all the easier if we go in and try to do some excavation, or maybe go to try to collect some more gems for using, like this ruby here. But like I said, yeah, if you lot want to sit down, we'll see if Smooth Ends can smooth things out with your friend, and maybe even with you all.
Sit down.
And
Squat.
she'll start gesturing where you should sit, and it seems like a haphazard kind of arrangement for you all.
Weller will help ease Rincewind down.
Oh, thank you.
As you kind of sit in this circle. Alright, now I want you all to think about what you've been through this last little bit, and then we'll just you might hear some ringing. You might hear some singing. But that's just all part of the process. Now, close your eyes. I'm just joking. You don't have to close your eyes. You can watch. And she picks up some wet dirt, smudging it on each of your foreheads. One by one, kind of humming as she does. And you can feel this resonance between the menhirs that you're sitting in between. As she gets to it, you feel that mud start to kind of warm and cool down, almost like a breath on its own. The one on Weller, however, doesn't seem to want to stick. Like, no, that's not right. No, I'll just get some more and glob it on you. Well, something's not right here. It'll be fine. And she just kind of puts some mud on your shoulder of your armor. Yeah. Alright. And you'll kind of gesture to some other gnomes who are just kind of rubbing dirt on the menhirs. Alright, resonate now. Come on. As they all start kind of humming as that resonance gets more deeper and guttural, similar to the noises you heard when that giant menhir kind of did its thing when all of the elementals were done and gone, when you cleansed it. You would be able to see the sound waves within this space here, smoothing out the ground near you, as smooth as it was in the temple. And it's not something that's like grand and spectacular to witness, although feeling it, does add that je ne sais quoi, that little bit of zhuzh to make you feel like there's something special going on here. Very similar to that feeling of like when at least for me, when someone is publicly singing, and it's not great kind of thing, and you get that weird awkward feeling in your chest. That's how you all.
Cringe.
It's a little cringe for a moment. You're not sure why or how, but like you're being forced to feel this way. As in a moment, that reverberation stops. And everyone feels a little bit more protected. As everyone, except for Weller, gets a blessing of Caladuran's smooth hands, as you all have +1 bonus to your armor class permanently. Weller. Instead, the mud kind of rubs off your shoulder as your mustache glistens. You get a different blessing in this moment, as you hear faint laughter and a clatter of coin, as you have a +1 permanent bonus to all of your saving throws. The blessing of Garl Glittergold is what Weller gets.
All right.
At the same time, Rincewind, you have a choice. You can either be old and have the scar removed,
Yeah.
or you can be young and keep the scar.
I guess I'll keep the scar.
Okay. As you would all kind of look around and see that everyone's, I don't know, skin seems a little bit tighter, more defensive in this moment, as Weller's mustache is just glimmering and Rincewind looks like Rincewind again. Yeah, that'll do it. Did you feel it? Oh, I felt it. It was something else. You're a lucky lot.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, Rincey, you've never looked worse.
Tell me about it. Well, I don't know. Now?
And Turvio just kind of like, oh, I never thought that I was gonna ever be, close to a god. Here we are. Back home too. Yeah. That's quite right.
Never say never. Anything's possible.
Well, I can say a lot of things. Like never. Or ever.
Oh, he just said it.
Yep.
What are you gonna do, Casimus?
What are you gonna do?
I think it's an expression.
Oh,
Alright. And Gurnik will just kind of, well, that was just wonderful, wonderful. Now we've got something to look forward to here. I want everyone to give me a charisma check.
Charisma check.
oh, you bastard! You were sitting on that 18.
I got one last knowledge of a past life left. Let's just throw that in there for funsies.
I mean, a 12 with a -1 is actually pretty good.
That is pretty good. Anyone from Rincewind?
I'm trying. Here, I'll just do this side.
Alright, with a 13. Yeah, well, thank you all. This will go a long ways. You should probably tell the Digomatics what you've done. They'd be impressed.
Who's it?
Yeah, the Digomatics. They run the place, mostly. Kind of de facto rulers. Dorbo and Senny. They're over at the palace. Less of a palace, they just call it that.
The Stigmatics.
Yeah, the Digomatics.
I guess that's where we're going
I'm
next.
sorry, I thought you said Dicomatics. My bad.
Yeah, just throwing it out there if you wanted to see him. You make a name for yourself here with doing the kind of good you're doing. I know that Smooth Ends will be quite happy to have you around a little longer.
Do you know if there's anywhere I could acquire incense?
Oh yeah, probably at the market. I mean, I've got some myself, but it's mostly just mud.
Nah, I'll go to the market.
So it seems like these Digormatics might be a good good people to talk to about a path upward.
Seems like it.
But yeah, if anybody knows about a way up, it'd be them. They're probably a little busy at the moment, but yeah, you never know.
And we do need to return to the barrow to bury that skull.
Oh, you're going to the barrow, yeah? You got some dead with you?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I heard there's a ghost wandering around in the barrow. So don't get caught again.
Uh-huh.
We will be cautious. Should we go to the barrow first and get that task completed?
Yeah, we might as well.
We want to work out our questions for that ghost before we go over and see him.
That's a good point.
And we should probably sit down and talk that one out. What we got? 3 questions we get to ask him, right? Yeah.
You'll get, 3.
Who does number 2 work for? Who is your daddy and what does he do?
That's 3 right there.
Oh shoot, you're right. Maybe that was like a compound question. Maybe we can do a little trickery.
Is he
You
rich
didn't
like
even
me?
ask about the swallows.
Well, maybe we should talk to these Digormatics, because we were going to ask this guy about a way out, but if these Digormatics know how to get up to the surface, that saves us a question.
Also, Turvey, don't you have some unfinished business here?
Yeah, I do, but, I was hoping to see, what the Gold Whiskers were up to. Kind of owe them
What do you-
something.
I can pay them a visit.
What do you owe him?
Kind of my life. Yeah,
So you're gonna go there and let them kill you?
No,
I won't
no,
stand
no.
by.
I just mean that they, you know, are saved by them, kind of in a weird roundabout way. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, no, enough said, right? We don't need to mention that.
as you wish.
But yeah, I'd love to see him.
It's weird because you just mentioned it again.
I mean, mention it to like other people around. Like, you don't need to be like, oh, everybody, this guy is friends with the, gold whiskers. You don't need to do that.
Again, you're the one that just said their name. I don't understand. I'm sorry. All right, if we come across them, we'll you do what you want to do.
Yeah. They were on the west side of town.
Or are they the Sharks or the Jets?
I guess they're like more like a jet. I don't know what that is. Like a gem, right?
Weller just stares blankly. To the priest. You mentioned the Diggermatics were occupied.
The priest went
Do
off to do
something
something
there.
else for a second, but yeah, you.
Hey, get back here, priest!
Otherwise, Toby wouldn't have said all that stuff. But yeah, she's just right nearby. She's not trying to eavesdrop. Again, no questions. She trusts you guys. Not trying to eavesdrop.
It's 2025. We don't judge, right? We
Oh,
listen.
yeah,
We don't
what
judge,
did
isn't
you-
that the thing?
What could I help you with? Sorry.
The Diggermatics that you mentioned, you said that they possibly were occupied doing something.
Oh yeah, they got lots of plans for everything.
Such as.
Well, retaking back Blingdenstone, of course.
Taking it back from who? Y'all look like you're rebuilding.
Yeah, about half of it, yeah. I mean, there's the. She kind of leans in. Alright, don't get your knickers in a twist. There's a bunch of were-rats
knickers.
on the other side of the caves. So they're debating what to do with that, and then there's the... I think they're calling it the pudding court now. So the throne area and general house sitting was taken over by some oozes or something. I don't know all the details, but they've been popping up every now and then.
I'm sorry, did you say pudding court?
Yeah, like, you can't have your pudding if you don't eat your dinner, Right?
And is that the name that the oozes came up with, or is that what you all
Well,
affectionately
oozes
call
can't
it?
talk to you, silly. No, we came up with it. What would you call it? The ooze court or the throne of oozes? That sounds.
I
not
mean,
bad,
both of those are a bit more ominous than pudding court. Pudding court doesn't seem like a problem that you deal with. It seems like something you would enjoy.
All right. Well, I'm not in charge of names. I'll let you talk to the Diggermatics and tell them that you don't like the name they called it.
Okay. And the were-rats, you said were west of the caves?
Oh yeah, past the market. I wouldn't go there unless you want to get bit. They're also really dirty. Stink up the place. Not judging, I'm just saying.
I don't think you know what judging means.
Well, it's just facts if someone smells bad.
So, just to clarify,
Oh yeah.
Diggermatics are kind of the de facto rulers right now.
Yeah, Dorbo and Cinny.
Okay. And their two biggest issues that they're dealing with are something called a delicious sounding pudding court
Yeah?
and were-rats.
Yeah. Well, you picked that up pretty well.
Fair enough. No more questions. Weller will turn back to the group. All right. So, we're at Pudding Court. We want to find out more about these things or go bury the skull?
Let's go bury the skull, I guess, and
All right. Fun guy's question we need to think of, or point rather, we need to think of questions along the way.
Yeah, actually, I think we should go talk to Digger Maddox first because we should find out if they know how to get get you guys above ground.
right.
And that would make one of the questions unnecessary. We could ask a different one.
All right.
All
fair
right.
enough. Either way, I just got to go through and look at the blacksmith.
Digger Maddox it is.
All right.
Let's go.
Heading eastward from the Singing Stones to a large cave, which looks like it has like a few houses sticking outside of the walls, very similar to the picture that you're looking at right now. And people, you would see Severf Neblin kind of like running around, and it seems busy and more bustling as the market is, but people are just kind of going to and from, and with a large entryway and a couple of guards outside. No one really stops to say hello to you.
Nothing like a hero's welcome. Anyway,
Yell out to one of the guards. Digger Maddox. Which way we going?
Oh, you're the strangers. Yeah, they're right inside. Just go on in. A bit busy, but yeah, go on.
All right. We'll go on in.
Just, mind your P's and Q's.
What are P's and Q's?
Your manners.
Must be some kind of gems.
They're letters.
As you enter inside, you can see in here about 24 or so Severf Neblin occupy this well-lit cavern. Some moving briskly with messenger pouches in hand, while others huddle around several stone tables, covered in maps and other papers, talking in hushed, serious tones. The back of the room is dominated by a dais carved from the rock of the cavern. Atop rests 2 stone desks facing each other. 2 Severf Neblin, one male, one female, sit behind those desks, kind of conferring with advisors and each other. As on top of this dais quickly turn towards you as you've entered. Mel gets up. Alright, what's all this about then? Who are you folk, and we heard we had some strangers here. What are you doing in the palace?
We came to speak to the Digger Maddox.
Yeah, I'm Dorbo. How can we help?
We certainly don't mean to intrude. We were told that you were a little occupied, but
Yeah, we got a couple operations going here.
is that the were rats in the pudding court?
Yep, Operation Who's There and Operation... what do we call it? Operation Exterminate? Question mark.
First question. Who came up with the name Pudding Court?
Alright, well that was kind of a combination of me and... Why do you ask?
Just just curious. I mean,
Yeah.
calling it like pudding court just makes it seem kind of friendly.
Well, there's oozes over there, and they're often called puddings, so it just made sense to us, and we do like eating our pudding, don't we, folks? As you get a couple of cheers from the crowd in here.
Yeah, but see, that's my point. Like the whole cheering for the pudding, but you're calling it the pudding court. But I would assume oozes.
Listen, we're trying to
bad.
put a smile on a frown, right?
Is that another operation?
Kind of looks to his sister. Was that another operation we got going? No, it's not yet. We didn't need that one. It was a backup plan.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Those are all my questions.
Just the pudding. All right then. Well, welcome to the community of Blingdenstone. Just make sure you don't cause trouble while you're here. They arrived yesterday. Well, nobody told me. Oh, I'm sorry we weren't able to say hello to you. We heard about some myconids that you brought with you. Alright, we're gonna keep them under protection, but they can't cause trouble neither. They never do anyways.
I don't know if you need to worry about us causing trouble. We're already pretty intimately familiar with Orgrimmok's Bane.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we kind of did a whole cleansing thing for you.
Oh, wow. We'll have to talk with, you know, the mates about it, but sure, yeah, great.
Great.
What was Ganek doing there? And for the smooth hands thing. Right. He just kind of like turns to the sister who's kind of like walking him through the things. Well, that all sounds great. Anything else that we can do for you while you're in session of the palace?
One question for you.
Sure.
You know, way out to the surface.
Sure, yeah, everyone, yeah, I'd love to help, but we're under severe pressure. I can't spare anyone to guide you, so sorry. Not right now.
A map?
We don't need anyone to guard
We're
us.
not
We
giving
just
up
need
any
to
of our
show-
maps to people we just met.
You just
just
need to
mark
show
on
us a way. You
When-
don't need to guard us.
We're not sending people to guide you. We ain't got the time, we ain't got the manpower. We got Operation Uzi and Operation Exterminate to deal with. Do we really have to put
What
a
it-
question mark on that one? Yeah, I guess it does make sense. We're not sure what we're doing there.
So if we were to help you with one of your operations, could you then spare a guide or a map?
That would definitely put a dent in it. Yeah. Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
I don't like this. We're not looking for a dented map.
Not a dent in the map, but it's a dent in the responsibilities of a community.
After that comment, Dust begins to examine Weller's head for concussions and other injuries we may have missed before.
Right.
I mean,
Take some knocks.
if you want to help out, we'd sure love an extra pair of hands. You got a whole big thing going on here, and well, yeah. Would you,
Dusk will look to the group and say, as things always are here, it's a little of this for that.
be a bit of give
We're
and
going-
take, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Which one do we take care of? The puddings or the whereas?
Well,
Or both?
well, come on up here. I'll talk to you about the plans if you're wanting to help. That'd be a big help, eh?
All right.
All right, so you kind of roll out some papers. So we've got some rumors that there's a monster, some magic in the northwestern part of the settlement, right? We think there's something up there that's responsible for the growing number of oozes in Blingdenstone. And we just need some information about this pudding court, as we've called it, and the threat therein. And I might even be able to give you a little reward on there. We just, the other things, that's our stuff. That's pretty much it about the pudding court and the Operation Ooze there. We just got a bunch of rumors, and we need to know what's doing what, why, how many, and what we can do about it, if anything. We're not giving it up yet, man.
And Operation Exterminate?
Yeah, Operation Exterminate. Well, so there's these were-rats, right? The Gold Whisker clan. They're kind of a point of contention as well. I want them out of the Warrens to free up living space for hard-working Sverfnebbin like us. Well, I also think we can recover the house center a little easier if they're gone. Now, Sani here believes that were-rats are descendants of Blingdenstone citizens and deserve to stay and rejoin their community. As she'll kind of pipe up. Yeah, I was thinking they were alright. They're people just like you and me. They just happen to be were-rats. Yeah, they're were-rats. And, well, since they're territorial and defensive, so far any attempt to parlay has been met with violence. Well, I mean, we don't have to exterminate them. What if we send these folk in as representatives, and maybe they'll get better talkings with them. They can talk with whomever's in charge, and maybe whatever you report with will help determine the next step in our efforts, right? Either to eliminate, or maybe we can work towards an agreement. Agreement. Oh, yeah, I doubt it, but yeah.
If we were to go and talk to them as your representatives, we can't show up empty-handed. Would there be any sort of protections or guarantees or anything that we could?
No, we've sent people in there before. They just start out slinging,
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can't offer any protection or guarantee now. I just want to charge in there and burn them. Well, not burn it. No, just need to read them out. Just get them to leave. Well, or maybe stay if they're not, disagreeable.
So we should go and talk to them and say, one of you wants them to stay, one of you wants to weed them out.
You don't need to let them know about our little, maybe this, maybe that. But what you should say is that just get us, suss them out, Just, let us know what's what. Are they all a bunch of thieving, dangerous criminals? Or are they, just gnomes just like us? Yeah. Doubtful.
But you want them just to leave that area just so you can have some housing?
Well, there's also routes up to we might be able to get a better line on the pudding court, if that would have come about, yeah. Or maybe they might be able to help us with that problem too.
So maybe that's what we're going in there with, is you're looking for help with the pudding court.
Well, we're not looking for a handout here. Don't go in with that attitude. Well, I mean, we help each other and we become a community, right? Maybe.
Have you, out of curiosity, the parties that you have sent in to negotiate before, have they gone in with the attitude that you're looking for their help against a common enemy of the pudding court?
Listen, we were just trying to suss them out, right? Not necessarily like, oh, we need to be best friends. Because, you know, they're were-rats.
Okay.
Right.
So
Get some murmurs from the
goal.
people in the room. Yeah, common goal, that's right.
What about Turvy?
Yeah, we need to talk about this. Not here.
In private.
yeah.
What about what now?
Nothing.
Oh, alright, yeah, so that's the things we're looking at here. Operation Exterminate. And Operation Ooze There. Of course, the ooze there is a little bit more ongoing, isn't it, sis? Yeah, it's, I mean, you know. Yeah. But hey, even a scouting operation to let us know what's what, that'd be just grand. Of course, scouting through the, you know, I bet there's some entrances over on the were-rat side that we could really use. Yeah, possibly, maybe. But...
Common goal. Oh, sorry. I had to sneeze.
Hey, bless you.
All right.
Dust doesn't agree with everyone. It's probably because you got gold on your mustache there.
I don't have gold on my mustache. My mustache is gold. Thank you very much.
Oh, you painted it. Gotcha. Trying to fit in, huh?
No, it's actual gold if you look at it.
Let's
Alright, sure. He's got a gold mustache.
we'll see how we can help you with these operations.
Oh, that'd be splendid.
Dusk will say, my colleagues and I will discuss this. Thank you.
Oh, of course, yeah. And if you need to go those directions, we've kind of barricaded entrances to either place off, so and just let us know, and the guards will let you in there. I'll send word to them that you might be working for us
Nod and
as friends. No?
kind of nod, do the head nod for the others to follow me.
All right, back to planning, sis.
You know, let them insult you about your mustache, Weller?
Well, while everyone else turns to walk out, Weller just like backs away and keeps his eyes on him. Again, just with a low growl, being insulted. Just reminiscing on what the Drow have done to this city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we get it, you broody. Just gives a big smile towards you.
Once we leave the palace, move off to the side and find a place where we can discuss without being overheard.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty easy in these places. There's plenty of tunnels and twisting caves. You can find a nice quiet area to regroup with each other.
So, we're all thinking the same thing, right?
Turvy will kind of pipe up. Oh, I didn't know that they were all aggressive. I guess that makes sense.
Think you could talk them down? Talk with them?
I mean, I don't know what I'll say. I mean, I'm one of them. So, I mean, I think they would just want me to join them. That's what they wanted back then, and well, I ran away with my sis.
So I'm unclear. We weren't all thinking that we needed to just kill that guy.
The Diggermatic?
not-
Nah, he seems like he's got a brain on him.
Well, why would we kill him?
You heard what he said about my mustache.
Yes, I did.
Hey, he just doesn't know, mate.
Turvy, do you know if the Gold Whiskers have a leader?
Oh. No? Maybe. Oh, well, they didn't when I left. I mean, that was a while ago, though.
Maybe we could present Weller as the second coming with his gold whiskers.
Oh, that's it. You got an idea there. He could be the leader of the Gold Whiskers for all I know. He is the leader, huh?
Well, to your point, you said you don't know what you would say to him, and then followed it up by saying you're one of them. That's a good start.
Right, but I'm not. Well, he would see me as one of them, not one of the other guys. I think you guys are more of a neutral party. Unlike me, which would just be seen as more of the same of them. I guess. I don't know.
Or maybe if you just make the introduction.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you all have a way of identifying each other?
No, I didn't get initiated. Like I said, me and my sister ran. There's some tunnels leading out of that place. It wasn't all barricaded like it is now, I guess.
So if they were to ask you to prove it, what would you do?
I'd bite you? No, I'm just kidding. No, well, I just, I guess I'd see if I could do it. The thing, you know?
Can you do the thing on command?
I never tried before. I think I'd have to get mad. Although everything is pretty shitty around here. They're trying, though.
Weller would cast a glance at Dusk. We can handle Matt. If it comes to that.
Well,
We're trying to recruit you before. Wouldn't somebody there just know you?
Maybe.
I mean, how long have we been away now?
Well, I don't know. It seems like months, right?
Are they going to be upset with you?
Maybe.
Are you helping or hindrance if we bring you?
Yes, yeah, probably.
All right.
A bit of a mixed bag, really. But I want to check him out, see what's going on there, personally.
And we also got the ooze or puddings that they call them. Can get rid of them.
Well, if there are tunnels to the pudding court, like they said, in the Were-Rat territory, we probably need to talk to the Golden Whiskers.
Yeah, see, it's a win-win. You know, you can check both things off the list. And maybe, I don't know.
so from what I understood, the Diggermatics were heavily hinting that if the Golden Whiskers are willing to help with the pudding issue, they would offer them kind of like a mutual peace in existence with each other with the potential future of more. Does that sound right to everyone?
Kind of what I was driving at, yeah. Seems like what I was picking up. But also, we did that whole cleansing thing down in the Hellscape tunnels, and they didn't seem that impressed.
Still Medusa, we can still kick that thing's butt and that
Yeah.
might impress him a little bit too.
I'm not going back to fight a Medusa unless you want to go. But
Like,
I'm not going back and doing that thing unless that's the thing that we
No,
want to do.
no, unless he wants to go alone. But
He's speaking as a character, or as a player that just had two characters.
Yeah, no, that's
to
fair.
stone.
I could care less about the Medusa unless we have to encounter it. But yeah, to answer your question, Dusk, I was picking up on the same thing. I think that's how we need to try to steer the conversation if they'll even hear us out. They may just attack us on sight, and we
Well,
have to kill them all.
we might give them pause, being that we're not gnomes. That may be curiosity at first.
I see what you did there. Give them pause. I like that.
Mhm. What's wrong with having pause? Anyway, but I do think the point of your golden mustachios might be of interest as well, if that's something they consider important. We're going to have to play this by ear, and as he says that, both of Dusk's ears twitch. He says, but be very thoughtful about how we proceed.
Weller laughs again. I see what you did. Pause.
Yes, I was going to suggest that Weller be our chief ambassador in this situation. Now I'm a little concerned.
I don't know how to be a god. Hey, Turvey. Okay, I get the plan with the golden whiskers and the mustache and the puns, and it's all very humorous.
Yeah, that might work.
Okay, is there a being or an entity of golden whiskers that they
I don't think
give a
they
shit
grow
about?
beans down here. Oh, I'm just fucking with you, mate. As I said, they didn't have like a leader when I left. They were kind of fighting about it. I didn't want to be a part of that. Like, they were like, you know, a few people were like, oh, I'm the leader. No, I'm the leader. And I was like, well, I'm leaving with my sister.
So if I show up and I'm like, hey, I'm Gavin Goldwhiskers, your prophet.
Oh boy.
Are they going to be cool with that, or are they going to be like, yeah, that's not a thing, and just attack us immediately?
Weller, how confident are you?
I mean, they might have a leader. I don't know.
We need to find out the situation.
Because honestly, I don't think anyone could pull off.
I'm 15 confident.
I'd,
Sure.
you know, either way, could go either way, but I'd, you know, probably play it by, like, Dusk said here, by ear.
Yeah, I imagine what we know about this place. They probably won't like a drow being their god. No offense, pal.
Oh, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I
There's
get
that
it.
too.
But the gold mustache, yeah, I mean, he has something to say. Call him A, call him B, right?
So maybe they'll hate me because I'm a drow, but love me because of my golden whiskers, and be willing to at least talk. Well, there's one way to find out. Casmus, you want to hit that market on the way over?
Yeah, I need to buy some incense.
Do we want to find somewhere to stay and y'all can sleep for the night and try this in the morning?
It's a fair question. I have no sense of time.
That's probably wise. I know several of you need to replenish your magic.
We do have lodgings that we paid
Yeah,
for.
it takes a while.
That were paid for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably should pay
On the
it.
way to the market, we can hit that up and then rest for a while.
Do a little shopping montage, and then
You do still have the skull of
Mm-hmm.
a gnome in,
Yeah, we
in
can do
your
that
back.
tomorrow.
We
He's-
don't have to
He's
answer.
been resting
That's
for
the
half.
question.
Yeah,
it's already a skull. He's not going anywhere.
he's got how many years was he laying there? He can wait another night.
Like 30.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hard cut to Dusk holding onto the skull and being visited in his dreams by the ghost.
I think Fun Guy's got the skull.
Yeah, I got the.
Oh, there you go. It's Fun Guy.
I don't sleep.
Oh, you're fine then.
Mm-hmm. We'll just ponder
So
it.
let's head to the market.
Yep.
And then the
He's
ruby
not-
and the rough.
Yep.
All right. As you guys head to the market, the Ruby on the Rough's on the way, but it's also on the way back. So either way, you pass through quarters and stuff. Is someone first want to do it? Roll me a d20.
Got it.
There. Oh, you can take fun, guys.
Well, I'm going to take the first one.
Thunder's is better.
Well, better's
Is
in,
it?
in the eye of the beholder in this one.
What the fuck is beholders?
As you're traveling
Sure.
through some of the warrens here, come through an area that seems less inhabited than most, as several kind of like a previous staging area to retake the city was here, and you can see leftovers of old like kind of like makeshift gates and walls of zirkwood and spikes. And you even see remnants of like old like traps where like you can see that rocks are on top of some netting that obviously fell from the ceiling. You can see that there are a couple of nets with rocks still on the ceiling, ready to fall. Just to show that they're still ready for engagement within their homes. Luckily, the area is not set to be sprung. You arrive at the market with ease as people are going about their business, giving you a somewhat friendly nod and maybe a wave, but it doesn't get really much past that. As there's pretty much anything in the player's handbook here as far as the mundane items. What are you looking for? Just incense?
Incense.
I
3
got something
incense
else too.
worth at least 10 gold each.
And what does Fungi want?
I want to find a gem merchant. At one point, I got 3 diamonds each at 100, valued each at 100. I want to see if I can find someone to trade me for 1 diamond worth 300.
3 diamonds worth 100 is still enough for Revivify.
Ah,
Because you just
In that
need
case,
you
I'm-
need diamonds. But they would
no,
definitely
I
have
found-
gem merchants here. Like that is half of what they do here in Blingden Stone. They would say a lot of their gems are no, they don't have as much stock as they used to. There's a great place for retrieving them from a sacred site within the Rock Blight. But Casmus, roll me a d6. Alright. They have 30 gold worth of incense if you need it.
Yeah, I'll buy all of it.
Alright. And the shopkeep would just, well, let's just don't forget, it's the kind that you don't smoke. You just burn it and it smells good. But that's the good stuff. I got it smuggled all the way from Gracklestug. No, mate down there.
You said anything in the mundane items table, right?
Yeah, like if you need rope or like,
Well, I see here there's a sailing ship for 10,000 gold pieces.
they can definitely get one built. They don't have the time or the resources right now, but
Fair enough.
regular things, you know, like everyday items. If you want some clothes, they don't have any like weapons or armor. Most of those, if you were looking for any of that kind of stuff, they would say go down to the what are the caves of Clatter, closer to the Rock Blight, and you guys would have heard the area of clanging near when you entered the Rock Blight. But is there anything else you're looking for in the market?
Well, while stocking up on stuff, would I be able to find a set of carpenter's tools? How much would those go for if I could?
Yeah, you can find carpenter's tools. They would go for PHP prices plus, I don't know, 20%. Actually, maybe not. Nah, that'll just be the PHP prices. I don't know how much they are in there. They weigh a lot, like 6 pounds.
I'm gonna take up space only.
For anyone that's buying anything, don't forget I have 300 silver pieces in my bag of holding.
That's 30
Anyone needs
gold.
some
Oh,
extra
yeah.
cash.
It's eight,
I had,
eight gold for carpenter's tools.
I have 30 gold
Somehow
on me
I-
already, so
Still got 39s on me.
I've also got a 300 gold ruby. Was it 300 or 6?
Yeah, I got.
Oh,
Yeah, I
400.
got
You got three. There, it's 3 100 gold rubies. You got 6 of them from that one guy's apartment. That you
Oh,
that you
I
said
had
you
it
were gonna
in
you were gonna turn in, but you didn't, which is fine.
Well, I had them as 125 each. It was only 100 each.
I'll double check. 'Cause I don't want to lie to you about it. They are
Oh no, we got
no.
in the bag
There
of gold.
there were 8 rubies worth 250 gold each. So that
Yeah, we
might
got 8
that's
small rubies.
that's that.
At the same
Okay.
spot, I
and one big 500 gold ruby.
Okay. So yeah, they're different ones from other places. So
Oh, okay.
the 8 that were worth 250 gold each are in your bag.
Yeah, they're in the bag. Desma says.
Does anybody want a bedroll? I don't know why I've been carrying around a bedroll. It's just 7 pounds of something that doesn't do me any good.
I know, right?
They'll buy it from you for half price if you don't sell it, or if you want
I
to
mean,
sell
does
it.
anybody else need a? Does anybody not have a bedroll that they would like one for when they sleep?
No.
No.
Don't sleep long enough to need one.
All right. Let's just say I sell the bedroll then for 5 silver, and I'll buy the carpenter's tools.
Okay.
That's
Do they have, looking at the table, a flask of holy water?
Yeah, absolutely. They would have flasks of holy water. Although they would say they just procured it from the Ruby and the Rough. Roll me a, we'll say 2d4.
Two ones.
They have 2 vials of holy water left. They've been hearing troubles of ghosts recently, and so people have been buying it in hopes of having a defense against them.
Can I ask them if it would have any effect on were-rats?
The salesman would be like, well, maybe. I don't think they would, but I've never thrown it at a were-rat, but I've also never encountered one. Wouldn't want to either. I hear they're dirty. Over there in the Warrens and... Wait, how do you know about the were-rat? Never mind. Now, I think it just works against, like, undead. Maybe demons or devils or something. Might just be undead. People have been worried about this ghost thing. Rumors about it swirling around.
more dumb thing. A sling.
Yeah. Yeah, they would have a sling.
All right. And I'll get one of those too.
All right. For more manufactured items like weapons and armor, they would send you to the Caves of Clanging. But is there anything else you'd like to purchase while you're here? You are gem rich at the moment, it sounds like.
Just as soon hold on to those until we really need them.
Okay.
Better to have them and not need them.
Fair enough. Once you're done with your little shopping excursion, you headed to the Ruby in the Rough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Leaving
We need
the
a cow.
a what? No, they don't
Cow.
have. No,
Damn.
there would be the occasion. Like you might see like one or actually they wouldn't have. They would have the badgers. You might see one or two badgers wandering around with a guard.
That's all right.
Heading to the Ruby in the Rough, though. If you can think of anything you want after the game, let me know. But heading to the Ruby in the Rough, you would find that same table there as Glyphic Shroomlight, the novice, is eagerly looking at some rubies himself. Almost doesn't see you arrive. Oh, hey, welcome back. You guys need a blessing or something that I can help you with?
A blessing?
Well, yeah, this is kind of a church. Just trying to do my priestly duty.
Nah, I think we just need sleep.
Oh, okay.
Lots of it.
Why did I think we were staying at a tavern?
You were. The Ruby in the Rough is the area where the catacombs are beneath there.
Yeah.
Church Tavern.
Nope, the tavern is the Foaming Mug.
So why'd we go to the Ruby in the Rough?
I don't know.
I thought we were going back to go to sleep.
I think we're all lost. I think we're not used to this.
I thought you were
Let's
turning
see
in
again.
the skull.
Oh no, I thought we were going to hold on to that. We were just going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we turned in the skull, you have to ask 3 questions.
No, you don't have to.
Is it like an
You could-
expiring offer?
You can ask him 2 right now. Like, he said you could ask him a question when you first came. You buried the finger. Or the hand.
Oh yeah.
They don't expire. It's just like, yeah.
Let's go to the tavern. Let's bed down, and perhaps over a meal and a drink we can talk more
Yeah.
about what questions we might want to ask if our primary question of how do we get the hell out of here is answered by doing the work for the Diggermatics.
All right. You guys and then nix that you went to the Ruby in the Rough as you guys head all the way back to the Foaming Mug in the southeastern corner of Blingdenstone. Pretty close to the palace area. But Tappy Foamstrap, eager to see you arrive. Hey, what'd you all get up to today? You've been gone for a while. You look like you've been through some stuff. Care to share what you've been up to?
Oh,
I
just a
got
little
old.
cleansing of Ogremok's Bane.
Oh, you lot did that. Of course you did.
Rincey here turned old and then young again.
The old and young again trick. Oh, I've seen it before.
My mustache glimmered.
Well, it was
And then we
like
went-
that when you left this morning. You dyed it yesterday. Hey, just trying to fit in. I get it. You're drow. You little worried about how people will take you. That's doing the trick. Looks good on you.
Just give me a beer.
Oh yeah, a couple of ales. Little Sid. We got the Good old Dark Lake Stout. It's good stuff. I said I wasn't supposed to charge you guys while you're here, so you got that going.
Sweet.
Weller will begrudgingly take it and just go sit at a table, his back against a wall.
Fair enough. As you arrive at the Foaming Mug to get some rest and hope to discuss how to go forward with the Operation Extermination and the Operation Who's There. But that is going to be where we're going to end tonight, folks. So thanks for dropping in. Thanks for watching. And we'll see how they get along next week with these operations. What plans?
Wait, Operation is Ooze there, not just Operation Ooze?
Operation Who's There.
So they both have question marks at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're both open-ended and they don't know how they're gonna end.
Roger.
They don't have a plan. I mean, they have a plan, but they don't have for sure ways to, they're half plans.
It's open-ended.
It's open-ended, exactly.
We have options.
And, well, stay tuned next week, folks, for those options. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Twitch.
Night, internet.
Good night, interwebs.